What's going on? It's Sean. We're back at it again, and in today's video we're going to talk about why social media is ruining your life. Here we go! If you are finding my channel for the first time, this channel is all about self-help and entrepreneurship. So if that's something that interests you, consider subscribing. Make sure you turn on post notifications so you don't miss a thing. With that out of the way, let's jump right into it. Let me start this video off by saying it would truly be foolish of me to tell you to go without social media for the rest of your life, because it has become a part of our everyday lives and there's no way getting around it. Even if every social media were to crash and burn, there would be a new platform or a new trend to come up and take over the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the Snapchats, the TikToks. Something would definitely replace it. So it is truly unavoidable in today's day and age. I mean, think about it. Social media is the place we go to connect with friends and family, to make our money, to promote our businesses, and even to stake our claim to fame. It truly is a land of opportunity, and it's something that can be used for good, but nowadays it seems like it isn't being used for good at all. And before I truly jump into some of these points, I do want to point out that I did get a lot of insight and information from the Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma, so you should definitely check that out on Netflix if you have not already, because I'm going to be referencing a lot of the same information and key points that they talk about in that documentary as well. In addition, social media is where you find the latest news trends, and a lot of that stems from negativity. And it's in our human nature to be attracted to that negative information, such as the news. We are wired that way prehistorically to be on the lookout for predators or other dangerous things that may be going on around us. It's the way we're wired. So in case that's you, if you're someone who is constantly watching the news, cut that out right now. And I know, again, it's unavoidable because we do have a lot of negative stories on social media, and it seemingly is everywhere we look, but you have to do your best to cut it out in the areas you can cut out. So that brings me to my first tip on how you can help detoxify yourself from social media, because again, I know it is truly foolish to think that we can go without social media for the rest of our lives. So my first tip is to follow pages that spread words of positivity, positive affirmations, and pages you can truly relate to, not just the pages with the latest gossip, the latest news stories, or the ones that are the most controversial. I challenge you to unfollow the pages that really don't align with how you feel on the inside. And maybe you're saying to yourself,
well, Sean, I'm a pessimist. I truly am negative.
Again, I'll go back to the example. We're prehistorically wired to be that way. And if that's you, you got to do some work on getting more positive, because the more you think positive, the more positive things will happen. What you think about comes about, and I'm going to make a video on that in just a few days, so make sure you be on the lookout for that. Now, one of the other things that the Social Dilemma touches upon is that social media is truly designed to be addicted. The main goal of any social media, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, even YouTube, their number one goal is to keep you on the platform as long as possible. The more you're on that platform, the more money it equals into. So their interest is you being on that platform. So they're going to do whatever it takes to keep you on that app, on that website, for as long as humanly possible. And it is something we truly have to look out for, because social media has become truly conniving. They use our own emotions against us. They instill the FOMO, or fear of missing out, on any post, any story, etc., whatever you can think of on said platform. They want you to be on that app, like I just referred to. So the way that you can truly satisfy that FOMO and not really buy into it is my second tip, and that is to block out certain amounts of time to be on that app. You've gotten your fix, you've done what you've got to do, you've already taken tip number one, and you're only following pages that are feel-good pages for you on the inside. that are your true interests, that are truly aligned with what you want to do. For example, let's just say you're a big sports person. Well, follow sports pages. You don't gotta follow the negative sports pages. Follow the good sports pages, not the ones that are always coming up with the drama in the NBA or the NFL or whatever sport. Something that I've really been practicing probably for the last year and a half is not only deactivating and reactivating accounts that I have, but what I will do is once I feel that feeling of low self-worth, and really I think Instagram does the worst job of this, and that is because when you go on Instagram, you're truly seeing everyone's best version of themselves. They're posting pictures in the best lighting, they're telling their stories in the best format as possible, and typically when you see that, you're thinking to yourself inside, damn, I can never be like that. Look at, he's perfect. He has the perfect body. He's making all this money. He's got 1 million followers. Like, what do I have? I have nothing. But in actuality, you're not seeing the behind the scenes stuff of that social media influencer. Behind the scenes, they may be miserable. They may hate their lives. They may be addicted to drugs. And I hate to paint anyone in that picture, which is why I'm not mentioning any names here. But that's just the way it is. You don't know anyone's true selves beyond that page unless you're with them, unless you're seeing everything that they're seeing. So only they truly know. So I wouldn't buy into all of that perfection you see online, because you're comparing your raw footage to someone else's highlight reel, and that's the worst thing you can do when you're trying to feel good about yourself. Now, on the flip side, you have to learn how to like to see other people win. When you see that highlight reel, you got to be like, hell yeah, they're kicking ass, and let that motivate you to get better. Don't let it suppress you and keep you down. Think of that person that you're looking at as someone you aspire to be, even if you're only seeing that highlight reel of them. So again, just going back into the third tip, to erase that feeling of FOMO and to truly get your fix in, what I've been doing in addition to deactivating, reactivating accounts is I delete the app. I'll go on for a minute, and when I'm done, I'll delete the app. Then it kind of puts a little buffer when I want to open up the app. You know, I have to go to the app store, I got to re-download it, I got to put in my username, put in my password, and all that good stuff. And it just takes additional steps where if I don't have a lot of time to just open the app, or I have to think about it going through those 3 additional steps, it kind of acts as little mini gatekeepers into me actually wanting to go back on the app. After I've thought about it, I typically don't even re-download it. And so that's just a little something you can do if you're spending too much time on social media. Hint, you are. So this tip is going to include the business-minded people I was referring to at the beginning of the video. So another way to monitor your time on social media is to do 2 things. Go into your settings on your phone. If you don't have an Apple phone, I'm sure Android has something similar, but Apples have screen time, and what screen time does is it allows you to set blocks of time that you can spend on an app for the hour, for the day, etc. It really lets you get your fix, so to speak, like I said before, but it automatically makes you get off of that app. So that's really going to help your self-esteem, it's going to help your self-worth, and for business-minded people, it's going to help you treat it like business media, not social media. You don't want to engage in these social goings-on if you are truly trying to run a business. Now, I'm not saying don't engage with your following. Obviously, you need to do that. All I'm saying here is that you need to be more business-minded and not allow your time to be wasted on these apps. So again, social media is designed to be addicted. They want you to spend as much time on the app as possible, and they've gone as far as rewarding people who engage on the app. It's again just another little trick to keep you on the app as long as possible. That's why YouTube values watch time and audience retention and how long they've spent on the app on people who make these videos. So if you made it to the end, I really appreciate you. I hope that you hit the thumbs up button. It'll help get this video out to more people who need to see it, who can help themselves truly detoxify from social media. Make sure you share it with a friend who may need this. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to link some other videos that may interest you in the screen right after me. So I'll catch you next time. Signing off.